All right, good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing fantastic. It is a wonderful morning for me, at least, and I'm sure for many of you as well. Uh, we just got the full Nintendo presentation on the Nintendo Switch 2, and what a presentation that was! My brain just recovered from like an hour or two of not functioning after the presentation. So we're gonna do a bit of a different kind of video this time around. It's unscripted, as you could probably tell with my stuttering. But I just want to go over all like the main announcements that stuck with me throughout this presentation. I just want to give my quick thoughts on them as quick as I can. I could probably talk for hours and hours, but I don't want to waste too much of your time. I'm sure there's other YouTubers who want to watch that break this down in better detail than me. But let's just get into it. So the first thing that they revealed was Mario Kart World, which they did tease in the first teaser, like back in January or whenever that was. I'm probably not as big of a Mario Kart fan as many of you guys might be. I still enjoy the games a ton. This looks really good. So it's basically like open world Mario Kart game, or it can be open world. There's a free roam mode that they showcased in this presentation, where it could be open world. But there's also a couple different modes. But the big thing setting this apart is the 24 players, 24 racers. Okay, there are 24 racers in these races, which is a ton. Like how many were in the normal games? Other games like 12, right? So they doubled the amount of racers in these games. And as you can see in the footage I'm probably playing here, that they revealed like a lot of new characters to play as, like a lot of like basic Mario enemies, as well as new costumes for your characters, which is really fun. I know a lot of people were asking for that as well. But yeah, it's one like huge map, okay, and there's modes where you pick. They showed one where you just pick like a normal Grand Prix, like 4 courses. The difference from how it was in the previous games is that, and I might be wrong, but I think this is what they said, where they have you drive to the next course as part of the race. You finish a course, you have to drive to the next course, and you're still like racing. You're still competing to get first in that time, which is really interesting. I'm not sure how long the downtime would be between the courses where you'd just be driving to the next one. But that's really interesting. And then they also revealed a knockout mode where you have to like drive across the map, I think, in a series of courses. I don't know how many, but there's like a series of checkpoints you have to reach, and each checkpoint diminishes the amount of players remaining in the race. So you start out at 24, and I think it gradually goes down to like 20, 16, 12, 8, 8, and then the final 4, which is really interesting too. And then they also, like I said just a bit ago, the free roam mode where you could join up with your friends, explore this whole map, take pictures, explore the scenery. It looks beautiful, honestly, guys. I don't know, how much will be in between like the different, points of interest, but what they showed off is really nice looking. And there's different weather conditions. There's day and night conditions. They really went the full mile with this one. And it looks amazing. I love the art style too. It's a bit more cartoonish. It's a bit more loony. It's fun. Look, it's bright. It's colorful. I love it. Now, what's interesting though is this is going to be a launch title for the Switch 2, as we all have figured. But it's going to be priced at $80, like just like your retail price. If you're not buying it with the Switch bundle, with the console bundle, which I think that will be priced at maybe $500. I don't know if I don't know if the official pricing came out yet. $450 to $500 probably. But if you just want to buy the game on its own, it's $80. Now, I don't think that's going to be in the industry standard for the majority of first-party Nintendo games. I think they just want people to buy the bundle instead, which is why they price this more. But still, it's going to be hard to pay $80 for any game for me. I still have a hard time buying something for $70 now. I feel like 60 is still that good sweet spot, but we'll see where it goes. Yeah, $80 is a bit much though, even if it is that big of a game with that much content, right? But that's all I would probably want to say about Mario Kart World. I'm excited to see more of it. I'm excited to play it when it comes out. I think it comes. Yeah, it says it comes out the same day as the Switch, which is June 5th. They revealed the release date of the Switch, June 5th. It's a couple months and a few pennies from now, which is literally no time at all. I mean, we're already 4 months into the year. It's going by like crazy, actually insane. So I'm really excited to try it out, get my hands on it in a couple months here, and I'm really excited to see where it goes. Now, another thing that they also announced, which I'll just briefly touch on because I'm not as enthusiastic about it as I am with other things that they revealed here, is so they have a C button now. I think it's on the right Joy-Con, where we were all kind of contemplating, theorizing what it will do, and it's a game chat feature where you open up a game chat where I think you could join up with your friends. It kind of looks like a Discord call, right? You could do screen sharing. You could put on your camera. There's a Nintendo Switch 2 camera accessory that you could put on the brand new USB-C port on the top of the console now. And it has like an automated like green screen effect. There's a microphone in your console or in the controllers, and it's a very much Nintendo thing to do. They cover this wide spectrum of things. They want you to use their apps. They want you to use their now that they want you to use their game chat feature, right? Which was lacking for the Switch 1. I'm probably not going to use it, even if it does exist in the Switch 2 now. But I do see the need for it, right? But yeah, it's fine. I don't really have much else to say for it since I'm not really gonna be utilizing it that much. Probably, I'm just gonna stick to normal Discord with my friends. But definitely a feature that was worth implementing into the console for sure, because all the other competing consoles have game chat features, things like that. But you could do like screen sharing things here. You could be playing different games altogether. You could be playing the same game altogether in the same call. It doesn't matter. Which is cool. I like that. And they're also incorporating this camera feature and like the party feature in other games like Mario Party. Mario Party Jamboree is coming out with a Switch 2 version where you can have your cameras active, and they actually require for some of the new mini games to like have the camera on and like do certain actions. It'll track your motions to it. I don't know how intuitive that's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be very smooth in translation. I have no idea. Probably not, but it's it's still a cool feature nonetheless. Again, I'm probably not going to be utilizing it that much. And they also revealed some of the performance changes they made from the Switch 1 to the Switch 2. So 120 frames a second, and I think that's undocked. Like, okay, so I think it's 120 frames per second. It could be undocked or docked, but it runs at 1080p. Which honestly, I'm pretty impressed at that. Like, are we still talking about the same company here? Because I think the Switch 1 just runs at 30 frames undocked. But 120 frames, 1080p, incredible. That's awesome. And then you could also run 4K at 60 FPS while docked. That's incredible too. That's an awesome option to have. That was obviously sorely lacking in the Switch 2, the Switch 1, where performance was just not quite up to par. And we'll still have to see how it goes when we actually have our hands on the console. I'm sure first-party games will perform just fine. They're made for the console. It's just the third-party games with just more going on in them, not as optimized for the console. That could still be the issue for the hardware. Performance, it looks good. It's definitely an improvement for sure. HDR support. It looks good, and they're coming out with enhanced versions of certain Switch 1 titles for the Switch 2. So that includes Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Could have guessed that, as well as Kirby and the Forgotten Land has a new DLC expansion, new like side story. I still haven't played the main game, but I guess I might have to now. We have this new DLC expansion coming out for the Switch 2. So I have to see how this goes, but they also said that if you previously owned these games, that you could upgrade to the Switch 2 edition. Now, I don't know at what cost, if it's discounted at all, how heavily discounted it is. Hopefully it's not too much. But yeah, so they're bringing in enhanced Switch 2 titles of games that will be coming out on the Switch 1 and have come out on the Switch 1. The ones that are coming out would be Metroid Prime 4 and Pokemon Legends ZA. Those are confirmed Switch 1 titles, but they have enhanced Switch 2 versions coming out, so might as well get those. Could have some other hardware features. The storage capacity's been multiplied a few times. The Joy-Cons are magnetic, snap-on feature. You could use the you could use the Joy-Cons as a mouse. Actually, they have mouse capabilities, so we'll have to see to what extent they get used. They showed a few cool demos in the reveal. I think it's overall a pretty cool feature, honestly. I have to see how intuitive it actually is when you use it, but it's a very Nintendo thing to do, and I'm excited to see how they apply it. And hopefully it's smooth and it feels good to use. So we'll see. That's all I'll say about that. But they revealed some big third-party developer partner titles coming out. First one that they showed off, I think, was Elden Ring. So Elden Ring is finally coming out to the Switch. Now, what's really cool, or at least interesting, is that this is a sort of different version of Elden Ring. It's like a definitive edition almost, where it's called the Tarnished Edition, and it might just be a Switch 2 exclusive edition of the game, where I think the DLC gets bundled into the purchase. So we'll see if it's still like a $60 thing, or if it might be $70. I have no idea, but I did see that, and you could see in the trailer too, which I'll be playing here. But there's new armor and a new torrent appearance customization feature, which is really weird. So because I saw when I was first watching the trailer that torrent looked a little off to me. He looked like kind of white. I just pulled it up now. He has looks like more like the Magic Academy like dresses on. So yeah, you can customize torrent now. I don't know if that's going to be a thing in the other versions of the game across the different consoles. I imagine it would be. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But Elden Ring's finally on Switch. That's awesome. And we have another big announcement in the Souls sector of gaming here that we'll get to in a little bit. That was what really blew my mind. But other notable titles coming to Switch 2. We have like Hades 2, Street Fighter, among other things. Some of the EA Sports games. Yeah, just a bunch of other games coming out, like Hogwarts Legacy, as well as Deltarune. Deltarune's finally coming back with chapters 3 and 4 as well. I don't know if that's the full game now, if it's gonna be coming out, if that's the full experience up to chapter 4. I haven't kept up with Deltarune in a very long time, so I'm excited to finally see it back though, and hopefully it's a complete package at this point. Okay, I just got to talk about this now. So the final like partner developer showcase that they showed off was a little game called Duskbloods. Now, when this trailer first came up, I jokingly made the remark that, hey guys, it's Bloodborne 2, right? It's Bloodborne 2. It, look, it has like this like dark gothic aesthetic, the moon shining through the window on this corpse looking thing. Guys, it's Bloodborne 2, right? I said that as a joke. I didn't think that was basically what we got. Now, obviously, it's not actually Bloodborne 2. This is a FromSoft title, however, which is Nintendo exclusive, which is just weird to freaking even say in the first place. That's an odd sentence. Would never have bet on that. Never in a million years at all. And we'll talk about that in just a second. But Nintendo basically came to FromSoft saying like, oh hey, Sony doesn't want you guys to make Bloodborne 2. We got you guys, right? That's basically what this is. Just the whole aesthetic and everything, It's just under a different name. I had like no idea this was going to be what we were getting, and I'm so excited for it. I mean, it being a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive title, like how well is it going to do on the Switch 2, right? I'm sure it'll perform fine. I'm sure it'll look good. It'll definitely look good. It'll certainly be fun to play. It's it's FromSoft. We could trust them with that at this point. But how much of the general audience that will be playing Switch 2 will they play Duskbloods? It's a Souls-like game. It's difficult. It's not for kids, right? So that'll be the only thing I'd be interested to see is like how it performs like sales-wise on the Switch 2. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be doing all right. I'm certainly gonna play it. Just like a Switch 2 exclusive FromSoft game is so odd to me, and that really gives a FromSoft property a shot to be in Smash Bros. Not like they didn't have before. And I don't know if how many people would even want to see like a Dark Souls, Elden Ring, or a Duskbloods character in Smash Bros. But I think that'll be so cool. It's become such a huge aspect of gaming, a huge arena of gaming. The Souls likes FromSoft, this highly revered development studio, and Smash Bros has become like a celebration of gaming, right? So you'd want to throw that notable player in the gaming space into Smash Bros. So I could definitely see something like this. Duskbloods might be the property of FromSoft to be in Smash Bros, since it is a Nintendo exclusive property, and it just looks sick. I mean, I could gush about this game. Like, I could make a whole video about this game. I don't think I will. I'll leave that to other people to do, obviously. But just the whole aesthetic, it's just, oh my god, chef's kiss. It's literally Bloodborne 2, guys. You know? Do I need what? Seriously, I mean, you got, guns. I'm not sure if we have the trick weapons back or not, but dude, I mean, just like the whole everything. There's a jetpack. There's so many cool looking enemies and stuff. Now, what I did read what was interesting, and I don't think we've seen more from the game just yet, but I was looking at the trailer video. I think it was posted by IGN, and they did say in the description that this is a multiplayer game. Now, I didn't see a lot of multiplayer in the trailer. I don't think there was, like, I think one instance where another player was summoned, but it's worded a bit weirdly. I think it maybe means that it just has the capability of multiplayer like any other Souls game, and it might be a bit more seamless, kind of like how it will be in Elden Ring Night Rain. But I don't think it's like a strictly multiplayer game, or like a strictly meant to be played as multiplayer game like Elden Ring Night Rain will be. Just judging by what we saw, I think it's still just going to be like your typical standalone solo Souls experience, but multiplayer is an option, and it might be implemented better than it has been before in the previous Souls games. I'd much prefer it to be that than a strictly multiplayer game. FromSoft is really good with their single player experiences, so. But yeah, no, it looks so incredible. It just oozes atmosphere and personality. It just looks so cool. There's a jetpack. Like, okay, I don't know if it's gonna be like another like open world experience like Elden Ring. Maybe not to the same extent, but looks like, yeah, you could ride around on a jetpack. You could ride around on a horse looking creatures. So we just need to see more, man. 2026 it has a 2026 release date, not a specified month or day just yet, but 2026. I mean, we just have to wait, man. We just have to wait. I mean, we probably won't see more until, gosh, maybe a Nintendo Direct like late this year, or the Game Awards or something. I don't know, man. I can't wait for this. I hope it's like early next year, but we'll have a lot to munch on until then. We got Night Rain coming out next month. Nintendo Switch 2 a little bit after that. All the games coming out from it. I mean, come on. And yeah, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time for sure. So right after this announcement, they made another huge announcement. Now, so when I first saw this, I thought it was a Smash reveal. And I'm sure a lot of people did too, because it's Kirby coming down. He's struggling to, get his Warp Star working. It has ED or something, right? And it looks like kind of like how Kirby does in Smash, even though he's a very basic looking character. But regardless, it's another really exciting reveal though. I thought it was Smash, but it's actually a reveal of a new Kirby Air Ride game. And Kirby Air Ride was one of the main games of my childhood. I played Kirby Air Ride a ton on my GameCube with my brothers. Loved that game. Absolutely loved that game. And I'm super excited to see it come back on the Switch too. A brand new game directed by Sakurai. So this is what he's been working on. Kirby Air Riders is called, not Kirby Air Ride, it's Kirby Air Riders. So I imagine it could be, online multiplayer game. It can be kind of like Mario Kart maybe. We'll have to see how it differs from Mario Kart, but I'm really excited to see what they do with it. Really, I love Kirby Air Ride, and just to see it come back like this, it's such a good time. And I have full faith in Sakurai to give us a banger. He did it before with Kirby Air Ride on the GameCube, and obviously with the whole Smash Bros. Series, and Kid Icarus Uprising, which I would love to see a new Kid Icarus game. By the way, let me just say that. Would love to see a new Kid Icarus game. Check out my video, by the way. Shameless plug. Check it out. And so I wonder. I imagine we'll be getting a new Smash game on the Switch too, as well. I don't know if it's gonna be like a brand new game or like a Nintendo Switch 2 enhanced version of Smash Bros. Ultimate, kind of like what we've seen with the previous games that they showed off in this presentation. You know, probably have like some new characters or stages and whatnot. But is Sakurai back for Smash Bros. If he's working on Kirby Air Riders, or do we have to wait a little bit longer for a new Smash game to come out? You know, we just have to see. But regardless, I think Smash is definitely going to be a main title for the Switch too. Obviously, it's been like that for every console generation, so we have no reason not to believe that just yet. So we have one more announcement. We had one more announcement after Kirby Air Riders, and we got Donkey Kong Bananza, which after Duskbloods and Kirby Air Ride, I couldn't even like process this trailer at all. But looking at it now, it actually looks incredible. So I first thought this was going to be a 3D Mario game. I imagine many people thought that as well. But the 3D Donkey Kong game, and I don't know if we ever had anything like that. I don't think so. And I don't even remember the last time like a new Donkey Kong game was released, aside from, you know, the Donkey Kong Country games, which weren't those just like ports or remasters or something. I don't even know. But we got a brand new 3D platformer Donkey Kong game. It looks incredible. We see his brand new design now. It comes out on July 17th, about a little over a month after the Switch 2 release, and the art style is beautiful. The gameplay looks awesome. A lot of platforming, a lot of smashing, breaking things, destructible environments. We'll have to see how that runs on the Switch 2. Really putting its new hardware to its limits, but it looks awesome. It really looks awesome. Now, I don't know if we have any pricing information on this one just yet. Okay, no, we do have pricing information. It will be a $70 game, so I imagine $70 will be the standard price for most new first-party titles for the Switch 2. The $80 price for Mario Kart might just be the outlier here, but it looks so fun. It just looks so fun. I think I prefer this over like a Mario Odyssey 2 or a new Mario 3D platformer game, because it's just so fresh. It's so fresh. Donkey Kong needed this. He has a brand new design. I imagine that's what he's going to be updated to in Smash Bros. Whenever that comes out too. But guys, I'm just so excited for this. I am. I've been harping on for too long now. I imagine most of you aren't even here anymore, but we don't have too much longer to wait for Switch 2. Comes out in a couple months. There is going to be some gameplay showcases. I think tomorrow and Friday on the Nintendo Treehouse live stream. So I'm gonna check those out too. I'm just so excited for everything. I don't even know what to do for the rest of today. My brain can't even work. I got like schoolwork to do. I wanted to do some other video stuff. I just can't even think anymore, guys. I can't. Nintendo, you should have done this in the evening so I could have gotten stuff done today, so I could have been productive, but whatever. It's fine. It is fine. I'm just so excited. Yeah. Wow. I will add the I did record a reaction to the presentation. It wasn't very exciting. I was kind of tired, but not that I wasn't excited for everything that they were showing. Obviously I was, but you know, I just didn't have a very excited reaction to actually post. But I will add on my reaction to the Duskbloods trailer, because that really threw me off, and that was just such a treat to watch. So I'll throw that in there right after I close this out. So I just want to say thank you for watching up to this point. If you have been, please do like the video. Please do subscribe to the channel. Really trying to hit 3K subscribers soon. And please stay tuned for more content. It's not all going to be like this. Most of my content is very scripted, very put together. So stick around for more content like that. I have a lot more coming along the way, a lot more interesting stuff. And I hope you stick around for all that. But just thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
ここまでたくさんのタイトルをご紹介してきましたが、次がソフトメーカーさんの最後のタイトルになります。
Okay, the last big announcement from your publishing partners. Let's see. It's Bloodborne 2, obviously, guys. Wait. It is Bloodborne 2. What the hell's going on? FromSoft, what are we doing? The fuck? Is it a Souls game though? It sounds like the soundtrack's hitting me like it is. What's going on? Oh my god, there's What? FromSoft, you can't be doing me like this. Elden Ring Night Rain's coming out. Are we getting a new FromSoft drop from from a fucking Nintendo Switch reveal? Jetpack? Elden Born? Guys, what am I looking at? Hello? No, wait a second. Oh my god, what the fuck? Why is the most hype thing I've seen in a Nintendo Switch 2 reveal trailer a new FromSoft game? It looks like kind of like Bloodborne. That's a busty ass frog. Co-op? Looks like, maybe. The moon? But I mean, it can't be Bloodborne because I mean that's Sony, right? Oh, I hear blood. Is this Bloodborne 2? Chat. Oh my god. A T-Rex? I gotta call. I gotta make some calls. What the fuck is happening?
The moon tears will flow for one, and one alone.
Show me a trick weapon. The Duskbloods? FromSoft. What the fuck are we doing? You couldn't make Bloodborne 2, so you just give it a new name? And you're a rat person now? What the fuck is happening? That's a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive game? Okay, what? Are you serious? Oh my god, why is that the most like... why did I get the biggest reaction out of me? Wait, when did it say that will be? Okay, in a couple days? Oh, what the fuck? I gotta make a call. What is happening? What the fuck? Oh my god, I have to wait till the presentation's over. It's probably only for a couple more minutes.